Is up, guys? Trapping Boy 95 back, and I got another gameplay commentary for you guys. I got a little 68-19 hardpoint on Nuketown, I believe it is. I'm not able to watch the actual gameplay right now because iMovie's messing up or something, so I'm recording this in Audacity. So hope this records right. I haven't had the best experience with Audacity, but let's get into this episode 1 of my top 5 series. Now, I expect this series to be uploaded every Wednesday afternoon on my main channel, Tarpon 1995, and I will be either bringing a random fact series or a Minecraft explosion series over onto the channel soon. Not sure. I might actually bring both. Why not? But LiveCon Friday is going to be on Fridays forever, I guess. I don't know, until it just completely dies off. But let's get into this top 5. In this first top 5 episode, I am going to be covering my top 5 favorite cars, and I'm going to be explaining to you guys why I think these cars are my top 5 favorite cars. So we're going to jump right into this today. We're going to go with number 5. I will be putting annotations on screen for these cars. Now, for number 5, I'm going with the Camaro ZL1. Now, I picked this car because, I mean, it's just, I'm speechless for some reason. But I picked it because it's the cheapest and most affordable supercar in the world. To date, it's got 580 horsepower, all that's going to the rear wheels. Now, they did actually adapt some of the technology from the Corvette race cars to put into this Camaro, like, for instance, the vents in the hood. It helps aerodynamics and it helps downforce and it reduces drag. There is also a small rear diffuser on the back that helps channel air straight out of the back. And, I mean, the car's more stiffer and it handles better, it sounds better. And the top speed is like 200 miles an hour stock. And that's a Camaro. That's a pony car. Normally those cars, the SS, believe, tops out around like 180, 185. They're pushing that to the 200 mile an hour club. And I think that is amazing with a Camaro. It's heavy. It looks very nice. And, I mean, it's just affordable. Most people can go out and buy this car. I mean, the base price is $55,000. I know it seems a lot. But, I mean, a lot of the track day cars that people are buying are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and this is actually the cheapest car that we have, that I'm going to have in my top 5, and that's why I picked it. It's cheap, it's fast, and it's reliable because it's a Chevy. And that is why I picked the Camaro ZL1 for number 5 in my top 5 series of my top 5 cars. How many times did I say top 5 there? Probably like 5? I don't know. But, gotta be a record or something. I don't know. Let's go to number 4 right now. Number 4 is going to be the McLaren MP4 12C. And I picked this car because, just because of the technological advances in the car. I mean, it's basically got F1 technology in this car. I mean, they built this car basically around the F1 car. They kind of made an F1 car, I guess, street legal. I mean, that's the only thing I can describe it as. It's got a V8 naturally aspirated sitting right behind the driver's seat, so it's a mid-engine car. It sounds beautiful. I mean, it's got a monocoque cockpit, which basically means that surrounding the driver and passenger is carbon fiber tubing that is laid in a certain manner that if the car gets in an accident, it channels the energy around the driver and around the cockpit and goes through the car. And it's actually like the strongest cockpit, or the way, you can't make a cockpit stronger than having a carbon fiber monocoque shell around the driver, and it goes around his edges, around the sides, under it, and above him. So it protects him very well. I believe this top car tops out around 205 miles an hour. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the 0 to 60 time is about like 3.2 seconds, somewhere up in there. It's very, very fast. And, I mean, it's just an all-around good car. The price on it, I think the price is like $300,000 roughly. And, if you want a luxury British supercar, this is what you're going to want to get. Because this is a very, I guess it would be elegant car. and you could drive it wherever you want, almost whenever you want, in the city, in the meadows, not in the meadows, I don't know, on the track. Commentators going everywhere. But it's basically a race car on the street. So let's go to number 3. We have the Hennessy Venom GT, the fastest production car known to man. And they're estimating the top speed to be about 273. They haven't done that yet, but it has done a 0 to 200 faster than a Bugatti Veyron SS, and I believe it's like 21 seconds. It goes from 0 to 200 miles an hour. That is insanely fast. It's got 1,200 horsepower in the rear of the car. It's basically a Lotus Elise stretched, and I think it looks amazing. It's got a LS engine in it, which they basically modified it to where it's so insane. It's twin turboed, and it's a beautiful looking car. I think they might have been able to do a little bit more in the interior of the car, like put better seats in it for the track, because the way the seats are, they're not really bucket seats, but they're kind of street performance bucket seats, I guess it would be. They're not, I would say that they're not optimized the best for the track for what I see, but they do look like they can do well on the street, and they do look kind of comfortable. But for that said, I really think that if you're gonna want to take this car and actually put it on a track constantly, you guys want to upgrade the seats in and put like better racing bucket seats in that car, to where you could put like a 6-point racing belt inside of the car. So now that we're past the Hennessy Venom GT, let's get on to number 2. This is one of the most advanced cars in the world. The Hennessy, no, not the Hennessy, the Koenigsegg Agera R. This car is insane. Again, 1,200 horsepower V8 in the back. This car is so advanced that the transmission in this car is not even fully developed yet. You cannot floor the gas pedal until you're in 3rd gear, because if you do it in 1st or 2nd, you're just going to explode the gearbox. Now, I mean, it is safe to drive. They haven't had a gearbox fail yet, but if you do floor it in 1st or 2nd gear, the gearbox will explode. And that's just because it's putting so much torque down into the gearbox. And this gearbox is custom made, and I believe it's France, and Koenigsegg designed it. So it's the only gearbox in the world like itself. They've got a patent going out for it. It's amazing. I love the way it shifts. It shifts so fast and beautifully. And the car just sounds amazing. 1,200 horsepower. And it goes 0 to 200 almost as fast as the Hennessy Venom GT, and this car also has a monocoque safety shell inside of it, and it's the same safety shell, or the shell in this car, the monocoque cockpit, is stronger than the McLaren MP412C. So that shows you a lot what Koenigsegg has done with this car, and it's beautiful, it's amazing, it's fast. I really don't know what else to say about this car, but it is amazing. I would do anything to have I keep saying Hennessy, a Koenigsegg Agera R, and the 2013 model just looks insane. So let's get on to number 1. I'm gonna pull the ultimate fanboy move here. Most of you probably know what I'm gonna pick. Number 1, the Corvette ZR1. Picking the Corvette ZR1 because $100,000, 638 horsepower. That's insane as it is. Ready for the track day event. I mean, this thing beats Lamborghinis, McLaren, MP412C. It's beat. I mean, it's beat Ferraris, and it's amazing. And now with the new C7 coming out, I cannot wait to see what models they have for the C7. I mean, the Corvette tops out at like 206, 0 to 60 in like 3.4 seconds. It is insane. It's a monster. It will try and eat you alive if you were not paying attention. So I really hope you guys enjoyed my first episode of the Top 5 series. I am going to be uploading on my channel from now on every Wednesday. Come back next week. I don't know what I'm going to do. Put in the comment box below what you guys think I should be putting as my top 5 for next week. So until next time, this is Tarpinboy95, and I am out of here, guys. Like the video, subscribe if you're new. Peace.